is I will be.
I'll share it in the challenge group.
Okay.
One authorized to share it in the challenge group. It's
sorry,
really
sorry, Rusty. I can't watch your broadcast. I'm being part of it.
Right. Can you hear me though?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
So, and then what I'll do is once the live chat starts going, on your end, I'll post up the link to my side, and then, if people want to check out both sides of it. You know me, I won't try to walk in and be the D-bag that says I'm streaming live too, but when we're streaming the same thing. Like, literally.
Welcome to the stream. Just give us a second here.
Hey.
That might have been you. Maybe.
Oh, I haven't gotten into your stream yet.
Welcome to the stream. Just hang on tight here for a second.
I got my personal account on your stream on my phone. But then I'll be keeping an eye on my stream on my tablet through Dumas.
Welcome to the Survival Sundays here. Just give us a minute or two here.
Just dealing with some technical difficulties.
No, we don't got difficulties.
I gotta turn my tablet down. You're coming through echoey, but I think that's because I think it was picking up on. Hey, welcome to my side of the stream here. Rusty Money and I are ironing out the beginning of our Survival Sundays challenge. I plan to pin his stream to the top of mine, and hopefully he'll pin my stream to the top of his.
It's okay. Give me.
Oh, yay tech support! I love you.
Good evening, everyone. How are we doing tonight? Okay.
I got 2 in here now. Oh, it's me and her probably. Oh, my chat on there says 3. All right. Welcome to the live stream. Just okay. So sit tight, please. 5 people. Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? Rusty Money and I are setting up our Survival Sunday. Oh, I still only have 2. I'm looking at your number. I got yours on my phone, and I got. Ugh, hurted her.
All right, welcome everyone to Survival Sundays with Wisconsin Skinny and myself, Rusty Money. Just give us a minute or two here to finish our backside setup here with this stream. There we go, I need to go this direction. Okay, I just shared my link into your stream.
Oh, go ahead. Hit it right up at the top.
Okay, now if you want to copy and paste yours into mine, then I'll pin it and we'll get started.
Oh, excuse me.
Welcome everyone to Survival Sundays here on Fells Run. It's Rusty Money, myself, and Wisconsin Skinny. We're going to do a little bit of a mod review mix-up is what I'm going to call it. We're going to show you some things that I think myself and Skinny have also noticed in survival challenges that we have helped with or seen posts on Facebook groups about. I feel that we both have a lot of information in regards to mods when it comes to survival challenges, especially ones that are, how do you want to say it, not used a lot by people, and that are cheap and that do work.
I am still here. I'm just trying to get my oh, excuse me.
So welcome everyone again to the stream. Just give us here a second and we'll get started. This is going to last approximately about an hour at tops, maybe an hour and a half. But at tops, an hour. Alright, I won't worry about it. We'll move on.
Well, I've just pinned it.
Welcome. Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I just put it in. It just took me a second. I had to monkey around.
Alright, well, welcome to Survival Sundays, everyone. It's Wisconsin Skinny and myself, Rusty Money here. We'll be starting the show here in just a couple of minutes or so. Not quite 10 o'clock is what I posted.
Oh, excuse me.
Estimated the start time for. $10 o'clock my time anyway. I think I got to exit out of there so it refreshes. There we go. Well, I got your tractor picture pinned, but it's not like still go to your link. All right, you ready, Casey?
Did I actually share my link?
No, you
don't share. Don't share that one. No, don't share that one. Hold on a second. I thought I shared the Dumas Farms. That's my chat. Yeah, okay. I gotta remember which god darn thing I'm using.
How's everybody doing tonight? I see we got Gary here. We got Farm Sim Gaming. Who else is here? Anybody else want to say hello?
Well, girlfriend's a crazy cat lady right now. Okay, Dumas Farms just posted up in yours there, Rusty.
Right.
Now we gotta get back onto ours.
I'm just waiting for it to appear. And we'll get started because it's just about 10 o'clock my time.
Why in Pete's sake isn't it working?
Yeah, I'm not getting nothing.
Unless... No, it should be...
Can everybody hear both of us? Somebody leave us a comment. The joys of technology. Yep, Gary, you're right.
Gary says we can hear us.
All right.
Sim Gaming says he can hear us. She's covered. She's surrounded by the kitties right now, Farm Sim. That's why we call her the crazy cat lady. I said something about you being the crazy cat lady, and one of the guys in the chat just laughed about it. So I was explaining she had one cat on one side of her and the other cat on the other.
All right.
For some reason, I can't even get... I can't... Alright. Let's try this one more freaking time.
What I gotta do is I gotta close out of it, and then open it back up.
Maybe that's what it is.
And then actually go to your channel, and in the upper right hand corner, click on the dots, and click share.
Because I've shared it now a couple times.
Welcome to Survival Sundays, everyone. The show will be starting here in approximately 1 or 2 minutes. It's about 10 o'clock my time.
No, the kitten wants... So it's like, come pet me, Dad. Pet me. Third time I've shared it to your...
Let me...
Yeah, right? You ain't joking, Gary. I've got Rusty's stream on my phone, so I'm seeing what everybody's commenting in his stream, too. But yeah, I'll be lucky if I survive the goddamn share option.
Here's what we can do.
Oh, excuse me, guys. I'm still fighting this cold. The only really big deal is that, like I said, Rusty and I are back-to-back in this one, and we're trying our darndest to, because I've got his channel pinned at the top of mine. Now we're trying to pin my channel to the top of his. Bruce isn't in, but Farm Sim is, so if Farm Sim can figure out how to do that, that would be great, dude.
You know what I'll do? Let me see, I might be able to do it. I don't know why I didn't think about this earlier. I'm usually pretty tech savvy, a little bit anyway.
I'm gonna say, I don't think Farm Sim realizes my my real name there. Because I'm the Casey he's talking to. That's my personal account. I'm watching on Rusty's.
Now, if I click that.
There we go. That's the Dumas.
Well, it's got my name beside it, but it's actually Dumas Farms.
It's okay, Farm Sim. I didn't think you. It took me a second, and then I realized, oh, I don't. Yeah, I don't think anybody realizes. Yeah, no, I keep two devices going so that I can keep an eye on my stream and I can keep an eye on Rusty's stream. I'm the Wisconsin Skinny. I go. Usually, I just spell everything KC. Otherwise, I'm Dumas Farms.
All right, here we go, people. You ready?
Ready to go, bro.
All right, welcome to Survival Sundays here, everyone. This is Wisconsin Skinny.
Hi.
Helping out Rusty Money myself here on Spellsbrunn, where we're doing the Survival Sundays. It will always be here on Spellsbrunn. This is going to be kind of a mod review mix-up. We're going to be showing you some things and discussing some survival challenge tips that I think a lot of you will be pleased to hear about. If you're all not aware, there is a farming simulator group page called Farming Simulator Challenges. I suggest if you're interested in survival challenges to join my group, and one of the admins will accept you into the group, and you can give a shot at all kinds of survival challenges that are shared in the group. Currently, there's one on Crater Lake. There's 2 challenges on Mercury Farms. There's 1 challenge on New Woodshire. There's a brand new challenge on Lone Oak, and another recent challenge on Sussex Farms. Those are the ones I can think of right now. If I'm missing any, somebody please post it in the comments. I think what we'll do here, Casey...
Hold on a second, I gotta answer a question. Farm Sim asked in the live chat if he can call me Wisconsin Skinny. You can call me Skinny, Wisconsin Skinny, Casey, whatever, dude. It's cool. Just don't, keep it PC, keep it clean. It doesn't even have to be PC, just keep it clean, Little ears come to these farming simulator videos, so...
I usually call him Skinny, but I slip up once in a while and say Casey.
Yep. Rusty calls me Casey. I call him Mike, because that's his name. But
all right, I think we'll start off here, Wisconsin, with these buildings.
Let's do it.
These buildings that we have here are.
Let's open these doors up.
Are from a mod in the mod hub called Wooden Sheds. These are 2 different barn-style buildings that have quite a bit of actual room in them. This is the big one, and there is a smaller one. They're very reasonably priced when you're doing a survival challenge. And can be utilized because they are seasons ready. Especially if you're doing a survival challenge with seasons on.
I love how the farmer runs.
Right. All right. Now in the mod hub, or I should say the store, these wooden sheds are in sheds, and you got the big barn right here for $15,000. That's how big it is when you lay it down. Both sides of the building have doors that are open and closed, and
it has a -2. Well, what is the slot count on it?
We could just do this.
We've officially run into our problem.
No. Yeah, we did kind of, but we'll get out of it.
But we can remedy it.
Real fast. We'll show everybody how we'll fix that problem.
Whoa! Where'd it go?
Right?
Let's go! poof, just disappeared. I'm living in a fantasy world. If you're watching my stream, you'd understand. It's funny, you just watch the buildings disappear.
Okay, now if we go in the sheds, the big barn is only 24 slots. That is a high slot count, but just remember, you're also doing a survival challenge. So when you're doing a survival challenge, you're really starting a survival challenge with only one tractor.
And it's
you're
usually
not
a small
gonna have
tractor.
and it's usually a small tractor. And your tractors in the mod hub are going to be cheaper than your ones in the in-game store.
For sure. Both of these are a 24 slot count, by the way.
I myself, and I know Skinny would agree with me, is that don't let slot counts bother you when you're doing a survival challenge, because now the small one is also 24 slots on the first building that you purchase. Okay, so then the next one.
Did you put up 2 of these?
What's that?
Or is this one different over here?
Which one's different?
The one that I'm in right now.
No, that's not different. That's the same one.
Oh, it's the one, or did you just place
I think. Yeah, it's the only ones we have on. We don't have the other wooden sheds on, so.
Oh, okay.
But it is the second one you purchase. We'll see if it changes here if I do another one. But it's also another 24 slots. It's not going down in count, which usually it does.
So putting 20, so each one costs 24. It's not like in any other part of the game where you usually buy one and the next ones are like only a couple slots.
Exactly, Casey. Exactly. I just learned that now.
Oh, see, we don't claim to be experts on this show. We still learn things, even as we're showing you the things that we know, we're still learning things.
But the big thing that catches my interest about these buildings is how reasonably priced they are, and the space that they are. And they don't have a lot of collision space either. So when you're doing a survival challenge like mine on Mercury Farms there on Hillside, they fit, you know, on that little tiny plot.
Yep. Yeah, they're really nice. I mean, I like how they're decorated. You know, you go, there's busted pallets laying around, a shovel, a bucket, you know, some leftover wood and stuff.
They use these cool part about it.
The sticks that they use to hold the doors closed. I like that. And that there's junk inside of them. They don't look like a brand new shed. I mean, there's a place for that, but when you're doing these survivals, I don't know. I've been to enough farms in my life. Usually there's
got a bicycle in there.
Yeah, I wish you could ride on.
Come ride.
Bicycle.
If you can get yourself on that bicycle and take it across the map, send us a picture.
Oh man, remind me. There's an electric scooter that you should see that is absolutely ridiculous.
Okay, moving on to the next thing that we want to show you for survival challenges. Let's start with what do you want to go with, Skinny? You know which mods we're doing today?
Yeah, are we gonna jump right into the next building? Because we've got the cow barn up over here.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the cow. So this building pack, or these buildings that I'm showing you, also come with a cattle pen. And this is the cattle pen barn that is in the picture. So in the mod hub, if you search wooden, the word wooden, there's going to be 2 mods that pop up that are going to say wooden sheds. They're different from each other. One of them comes with a cattle pen, the other one does not. If you're not aware of that.
I should be showing that to my audience as well. This is the barn with cows is what it's called. It's a $25,000 barn. It holds 15 cows. Only 15 cows.
Yeah, that's right.
It says a -2 slot count on this one, but I don't think that that's right. But I mean, this barn is super cool.
Yeah. We have it placed, so once you place it, then it drops down to -2. But that's how big it is when you go to place it. And it doesn't have a lot of collision.
It's basically...
So we can get really close to that building.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And it's a breeze to landscape around too. Like, it's not super pain in the butt. One of my favorite aspects of it. Well, first off, I was going to point out this literally is just the large shed from that wooden sheds package, with a cattle pasture hooked up to it and a slurry spot, as you see here. But I like its detail. You know, you got the water trough all the way over here, and then the milk point is right here.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in the front of the building now, over by the water trough.
Yeah.
But yep, Rusty is standing right in the milk area there. You know, it's a simple trigger. This is the water trigger, as I said. Now, Rusty, follow me to the back of the pasture here. This is one of my favoriteest things about this, because I love realistic. I love things that look how they should, act how they should. When you open this gate, mind you, I've worked farms. This is very similar to gates I've come across in the pastures. You know, I've unhooked those plastic handles thousands of times. But check it out. It wraps it up and puts those handles over here, like out of the way. It's just such a neat little detail. I just wanted to show everybody that. I get excited about that kind of stuff, so.
No, I know you do. It's all right.
But I mean, that's pretty great.
So this holds 25, right?
15.
Oh, 15. Okay.
15.
But it costs 25,000.
25,000, and it only holds 15.
But that's a good amount to start with on a survival challenge.
Yep. Oh, and that's a
again,
great price.
Slurry point. So where's the manure come out at on this?
I think you have to come in here. Oops.
I think you're
and
right.
Clean it out in this trigger right here. The feeding trigger is right here as well. And I believe this is where you'd blow straw in as well.
Okay, so what we're going to do now, people, is I'm going to purchase some cows, and our Mr. Felsbrunn is going to transport some cows over here to us, and we're going to show you how to get this started. And then we're going to move on to the next mod. So, let's get some cows.
Let's do it. So, I gotta double check something quick. Oh, excuse me. Okay. So we're gonna get our first dozen.
Wait, I don't want to do it from here.
I'm already at the livestock dealership.
Oh shoot.
Well, it's all right. I can jet back to the farm. Remember, we've got a big truck. You know, our contractor has a truck up here for us.
Yeah, I know, but I already screwed that up.
That's fine.
Stay there. Did you leave?
No. I'm still here.
All right. Whoops. Here we go. We're going to do it this way. Oops. You go ahead and what the heck? They're still here. There we go. Go ahead and get them and bring them. Mr. Felsbrun.
Kind of cows are we getting?
Whichever you choose. And then I'm going to get in our home farm tractor, one of them. This is not one of the mods that we're going to show you, but I'm just going to get in here. Quick. If you're curious, this is the in-game voucher tractor. But we got about 1, 2, 3, 4 more mods, at least 3 that we're going to show you.
Mm-hmm. I know we said we were going to keep this under an hour, but I think it'll be an hour after we actually got things going, because we putzed around for a good 15-20 minutes trying to get this started. So we got some time yet, but we will try to be efficient.
So here's Mr. Felsbrun. He's arrived.
He can't
So he
fit.
could just learn how to drive.
It's not like he fits, man. We'll just call this semi Mr. Felsbrun.
Mr. Felsbrun, our handy guy from the livestock market. All right, you're in, buddy. You're being like me, getting dead center. Trying to.
No, I'm catching lag issues. I'm catching lag issues.
Gary says we got reckless endangerment. I should write him a citation for that.
It's not letting me open the animal dialogue, god darn it.
Mr. Felsbrun, you got your scale book and your log sheets and your...
There's a tattletaler on there. You just go ahead and take yourself a look at it. There's a tattletaler on there. You just go ahead and take yourself a look at it. Alright. Every time I hit R3 to open the animal dialogue, it doesn't let me do nothing. Why don't you give her a shot there, Rusty?
Oh. You know what the problem is? Probably. Your farm manager, you should be able to, but it's being stubborn.
Yep. Well, it was giving us issues earlier during our during your survival live stream.
Did you buy an assortment, did you?
Yep. But 2 or 3 every color.
Alright, so there's our cattle. Now we'll show you the trigger points and how it all works. I'm going to go ahead and fill up the water here, Casey.
You go right ahead. I'm going to get this. I'm going to go ahead and, you know what, since traffic isn't on, I'm just going to leave this semi parked in the middle of the road. Ticket that. Ticket that, Popo. Like I said, there's a tattletaler on there. You go ahead and check logs all you want.
Now the water trigger's not showing up. There it is. Oh, there it is.
Yep.
It's touching.
Yep. Yes, sir, it is.
Yeah, it's just like one little tiny spot.
But that's
all right. You want to go ahead and get our first, talk about our first modded tractor that we're going to show everybody, and get one of them up here so we can feed.
Well, you go ahead and we're going to start with the winner. I'm going to
start with the winner. Okay, don't purchase it yet. Which one are you going to get, 2-wheel or 4-wheel?
Oh, we're going to start with the 4 wheels. Well, I'm going to grab, I think I'm going to do 5 of them so that we can kind of cover the spectrum.
Got it. All right. So
like I did earlier when we were monkeying around.
All right. So a good small tractor to upgrade to in a survival challenge, not one to start with, but one to upgrade to, because of the horsepower you can upgrade it to, is this right here. And it's very affordable, either the 2-wheel drive or the Winter F-Series for $25,000. The 4-wheel drive one. So we're going to go ahead and make a purchase on the very first.
I just did
one for $25,000, and it is a negative 27 slots. And so is the one for $22,000. There is lots of customizations to each one of these tractors.
Ray. It's wild. Like I've never seen. Well, I mean I've seen it, but
the big thing to take in consideration is the horsepower that this thing upgrades to for the amount of money. So $35,000, without doing anything else to it, you can have a 140 horsepower tractor. Now the one that's 2-wheel drive, if we just upgrade the engine to the highest upgrade, $32,000. That's cheap for 140 horsepower. Upgrade in any survival challenge. I would recommend either one of those tractors. Skinny is going to bring some of those up here to us. I'm going to go ahead while he's doing that to bring some up here to show us. I'm going to show you. Oh yeah, I gotta forget here. No, Gary. You got my message. Look there, everyone. Surprise guest, everyone. Right there.
Hi, Farmer Cop.
Buddy, Farmer Cop. I had sent him a message about 2 hours ago, wondering if he'd even see it. So, welcome to the show, Farmer Cop.
No, dear.
We are here on Felsbrunn on our Survival Sunday show, which is kind of a mod review mix-up. We're showing all of our survival challenge friends ways to make survival challenges successes. We're starting with the wood shed pack that comes with the cattle pen. All these buildings are very reasonably priced, but the slot count is high. But in a survival challenge, don't let slot counts bother you, because when you're starting a survival challenge with tractor, you're only going to have one to start with. Alright, we got one of our first next mod reviews, mix-ups for this Survival Sunday is this Agri Winter F. This upgrades to 140 horsepower, and it's cheap. Now, when you go to buy the second one, what she's doing, Skinny is doing for us, it's only a -2 then.
These tractors are awesome. If you sneak into my live feed, you can watch me customize them right now.
I'm going to take this, show this off here. And we're going to feed those cows. Except for this tractor might be a little big to get in there.
Yeah. If you want to wait, I can bring you one of the two-wheel drive ones in a minute here. I got the forestry. Well, you paused me, bud.
Oh, I did, didn't I? Sorry. I got to turn my window back on. I like having them.
Here's the forestry model.
You got the next one up there? Alright, I'll go get the one that's smaller. Alright, now we got the forestry side of this agri tractor. Just brought up here. Now the second tractor, remember, is only 2 slots. But look what you can do with that. How much did it all cost you there, Skinny? Can you kind of give us a number, you think?
After you start doing them, you start doing most of these mods. I'm at 34,250 on this second one. But it's also so I'd say those ones costed in about, well, I can double check. I got this one where I want it. And
we're going to go ahead and get this loader off of here, though. This is a great grapple for logs.
I'm bringing the commuter. What's really cool about this one is most of the time when you put communal tires on the Nokians, you don't get to choose what goes on with them. You just put them on. This one actually has 2 different sets. It has a regular set and a wide set of communal tires. So that's something I've never seen on another tractor mod at all.
I haven't used this shed. It's been a while since I used this cattle pen. I have it installed, but it's been a while since I've used it. That's where you feed them. Oh yeah, they need a lot more feed because we got a lot of them. But let's check out this communal. So this is just a standard, right?
Yeah. I didn't put any beacons on it. I just painted it black, which is one of the colors it comes in. There's 5 colors it comes in.
But this is the 4-wheel drive.
Yep, that's the 4-wheel drive version. That is one thing that the 2-wheel drive, it'll put the Nokians on the back, but it won't change the front.
They don't have a really good turn radius, but
no, they don't. That is one of the things.
They are a exceptional tractor.
They're great in the field.
Casey and I, it's one of our goals whenever we do a survival challenge is to get the Agri Winter F.
Usually the Winter F. We've also been gravitating towards another tractor, but we'll show you that one in a little bit here. We still got a couple of these Fiat Agris we want to bring up just to show the diversity of this tractor, what you can all do with it.
Welcome to the stream, everyone. We're on Survival Sunday show here on Fells Run. And anybody new to the view of our Survival Sunday show, we had a special guest arrive in the chat. So, please welcome Farmer Cop to the Survival show.
And Bruce just showed up.
Make sure you show everybody else some love along with Bruce's Gaming and Gary Vedder, and who else is watching right now? You're welcome, my friend. You're always welcome. You know that. Bruce says hi, Skinny.
How's Bruce tonight?
Alright, we'll go back over here so we can look at this next customization that Skinny brought up of the Agri. This is still the 4-wheel drive?
Nope, that's the 2-wheel drive. The blue one is 2-wheel.
The blue one is 2-wheel drive. Here, the 2-wheel drive Agri. And when you go to buy the second one, I believe it's a -2 also. Yes, it is. So after you get that first one bought, right there, it's a nice tractor.
And I mean, really,
kind of quiet, but they got a real nifty sound to them. I've never had the 2-wheel drive one, always 4-wheel.
Same here.
We got some new people here in the stream, so welcome to the stream. We'll show you these barns that we're showing off here quick, because a lot of you are all new. These barns are good buildings for a survival challenge. If you want to have some room to store anything, because they are seasons ready. There's a big barn and a small one. This is the small one right here. Doors open on both sides, as you can see. Very, very appealing. Got a very good appearance to them. The reason I also like this pack is it comes with a very good starter animal pen. As you can see over there, comes with a cattle barn and pen that holds 15 cows. And here's the big barn. These barns do have a high slot count, but it's not like you're going to have a lot of them on a survival challenge to start with. Alright.
Alright, I got 5 of them.
You got 5 of them, alright. So, that covers our one tractor mod we wanted to show you.
Hey,
just brought the gray one, it looks like.
Yep. Again, it's a 2-wheel drive, and like I said, if you put them Nokian tires, they only go on the back. They keep that regular 2-wheel drive tire up front. Again, I put weight on the front of it.
You got that right, related. Farmer Cop is here, everyone. Special guest Farmer Cop. Good friend of Rusty Money's, a fellow law enforcement officer of myself.
I saw Elated stepped into my stream here for a second too. Hey, how you doing, bud?
All right, Skinny, we're going to go ahead and show the next tractor, right?
Yep. Just a second here. I need to take a drink of soda because my voice keeps wanting to kick out on me.
A little parched?
Yeah, for some reason I can't.
All right.
There, I should be.
Here we go. We're going to do the next tractor that we're going to show you here that is a great tractor to also upgrade to. Which one we're doing now?
Echoing. My stream is echoing, Elated? It shouldn't be.
Green one, right?
Hold on a second. I just got told that my stream is echoing.
Maybe your phone's up too high?
I just turned it up so I could hear it.
You're not echoing on my end.
You're echoing on my end.
I don't
but
know.
I've got both of my devices turned down far enough. They shouldn't be.
Gary said nothing bad. So. All right. Going with the green one, right?
I wonder if it's because we're back-to-backing. If we're.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe that's the thing with back-to-back, because I've noticed when guys are, when I figured out I could do this, and I watched two different people streaming the same map, one of them would always echo. So yeah, it must be a thing with back-to-back streaming.
We're gonna do the green one, right?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna go get on that right this second.
All right, here we go. So here's the next survival tractor that we would suggest you give a try to start a survival challenge with, because it's cheap, or focus on it as a upgrade from your little Ferguson tractor that's in the Ferguson pack, the Ferguson TEA20. If you start with that tractor, here is a great tractor upgrade for only $14,000.
Anybody
say 15,000.
Yep, 14,970. Anybody who's watched my survival stream in the recent past here is my No Man's Land survival. This was the tractor that we bought to complement our Ferguson.
This is also the same. Go ahead, Casey.
And at less than 15 grand, it only took me like what? It took us a day to get the money. You and me working together, cutting trees.
Yeah. This is also the same tractor that I upgraded to when I started my survival farm on Mercury Farms. The only difference between these two is, as you can see, the gear shift sound. That is the only real difference. Now again, the slot count's 19. But don't worry about that, because you're doing a survival challenge. You're only going to be having maybe 2 tractors at tops when you're working through your survival challenge. So, and 19 is still a pretty decent slot count. But go ahead and make that purchase. We'll show them how much the next one is.
This one was $22,760.
The gear shift sound on the one that says gear shift sound is pretty neat.
That's the one I bought. I would suggest if you're gonna use this mod, use the gear shift sound one, because it just sounds so beauty.
We'll go ahead and keep feeding these cows here while you're doing that.
I'm bringing the first one up. This one is the standard color. Now this one doesn't have a 2-wheel drive model. And these are the Trelleborg duels.
Maybe that. Oh, they're not full.
Excuse me.
Trying to read your message there, related, but I guess I'm kind of confused by your comment there. Not sure if you'll call your Farming Sim 2021 series a survival series, but I've been pulling trailers out. That's what I'm seeing at. The other important thing that I was going to start off the stream with was, and I know Casey's going to agree because he's heard me say it before, is there's been a few people in all these farming simulator group pages lately asking for a good map suggestion for a survival challenge. Let me leave you with this comment in regards to that. Think about the game itself. There's 3 modes to the game: new farmer, farm manager, and start from scratch. When you're making a survival challenge, or even if you're considering to do a survival challenge,
or even if you're just playing your own game and just want to challenge yourself.
Yeah, don't think of those as titles. They're actually a challenge. They're actually a survival challenge, if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can conquer those, you can conquer any survival challenge. You can make a survival challenge. You can share that survival challenge. A survival challenge can be anything.
Absolutely.
One of our recent group members just made a survival challenge that is basically a new farmer. You start with specified equipment, and you complete the goals that he set.
Are you talking about Farmer Dan's?
Yep, talking about Farmer Dan's.
If you're curious about that one, feel free to stop over on my Dumas Farms channel here on YouTube. I've been doing that challenge. I've done 2 episodes of it. Second episode is 3 parts, so bear with if you would watch all 3. But if you're interested in that challenge, I talk about it. I lay out what it is. So stop on over, check them out.
The other thing that really made me think about this is when I started watching, and I'm not doing this just because he's been here and is viewing or may still be viewing, but when I had gave my shout out several streams ago on my survival farm to challenge Farmer Cop to my survival farm challenge, I had already started watching kind of his Wilhelmina challenge, and it was a challenge that he just came up with himself, and it's very unique. Let me put it to you that way. But don't let anything stop you from trying to do a survival challenge. I keep getting myself caught up on giving up on no man's land, and I really need to try it again.
You need to come over to Tough Luck Acres more often, friend.
Right, I do. I need to come over to Tough Luck and help you out. But really, a survival challenge can be anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like my survival farm challenge on Mercury Farms, yeah, like I've heard, and I know that's probably why people aren't doing it, but it's very unique,
Very.
It's got a lot of guidelines. But the reason it's got all those guidelines is because I know so much, or I feel I know so much about Mercury Farms map that I needed to challenge myself to the map to see if I could succeed and beat the odds. And I did that. Late last night, I finally got my full semi so I could start buying and selling on the map. That was one of my stipulations. I could not buy and sell in my challenge until I had a semi. And I started this challenge clear back at the end of November, I think.
I think, yeah. I think that's when I first saw you start posting about it.
I'm going to dump this load here and we'll go check out that tractor or tractors that Casey has moved up here, Skinny. We'll check out that Duke's Far Series 4 tractor that is great tractor for survival challenges. A great tractor upgrade. Oh, that starting that engine gets me every time, Skinny.
Yep.
I always do automatic shut off. So here is one of them right here, painted it black. With the, those are the Camino tires?
Yep, those are the Nokians.
Oh, Nokians, alright.
That black one is, I believe I set that one at 95 horse. Because you can get these tractors at 88, 95, and 100 horse.
Yeah, that's the other thing that's eye-catching about this tractor. It's got 3 upgrades for that price.
It also has three different loader setups. You can set up for the Hauer, the H-A-U-E-R, the Hauer, Hoyer, whatever you want to call them. It has a stall console, and then it has what's called the hydraulic connection old, which I think is another version of the stall console. But what's cool about this one, again, you can get the wide communal tires on it.
Yeah.
That's it. I never noticed it before. And I've used this mod a lot.
About this mod I haven't done yet either is the forestry cage.
I love that.
And the big flotation tires. They look awesome on that little tractor.
I had to put those big floats on there.
Yeah, but
and then I'm bringing another one.
Are these the gear shift ones? So let's see if we can get that sound for you here. I'm sorry, save it for a minute.
That's okay. It's a wise thing to do.
Should shut that off. Okay, I'm going to turn that tractor sound up just a little bit so you can actually hear it.
And then I'm gonna bring one more up, and then I'll have covered pretty much all the colors.
I'll turn it up even more. To me, that doesn't sound very loud, but I don't know what it's like on your guys' end. So let's turn it up just a little bit more. I won't talk while it's running, but this tractor has got a very
Ugh. I'm sorry, guys. So yeah.
All right, good to know, Farmer Cop. Farmer Cop says we could be at 100 and still hear me, maybe. So let's move that up there. Move my master volume up
I don't have mine.
Bit.
I didn't monkey with mine at all for this.
It's just a great little tractor.
Absolutely, I love these tractors.
I never, and I've said this several times because Skinny introduced me to this tractor.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought I would ever use this tractor because I'm a big Massey Ferguson fan. Welcome to Survival Sunday show. Here on Fells Run. Alright, let's shut this one off and get out here and look at these other ones he just brought up here.
There's also a gray model, but I'm just not going to build another one. You know, I want to leave some mystique to the viewers. You know, if you really dig this model, go check it out. I can't remember what it runs for megabytes, so that's something I should keep an eye on, because I'm usually, you know, that's one of the things I tell Rusty when we're looking at something, like, dude, it's only, you know, 6.8 megs, dude. It's a small amount of stuff for such a big, you know, whatever. But yeah, these are just, they're great. You can do them whatever color you want. You know, Rusty and I, we're doing that's Jethro's Animal Challenge we're doing, where everything's orange, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got one of these that are orange, like this forestry model here, which, you know, I'd like. But
any of these not the gear sound?
Nope.
Okay.
If you want to go get a gray, I can make actually, that's what I'll do. I said I wasn't going to do another one, but there is one more color that we can get that I haven't put up. And there's variations of colors as well.
Again, this is the Duke Spar Series 4. If you look for it in the mod hood. Duke Spar Series 4.
But I would like to say, I really, you know, of all the forestry cages that they give us, this one's super cool. I like how they put a lot of detail into it. The modder did. You know, as we get more and more into doing these streams every Sunday, we're going to start remembering names of these modders.
Yeah.
So that we can give them some shouts.
We will be tagging them in the description on the YouTube video.
So here's the gray one, folks.
Here's the one that's just standard, not the gear shift sound.
This one doesn't have the gear shift sound in it, so go ahead and take her for a spin. But I love that there's almost as many color choices for these Deutz as there are for these winners. Like, you can use, you know, if you're doing an all orange theme, there you go, you got an orange Deutz. You got a dark green, so you can, you know, if you want want one of these to look more like a Fendt. And there's red rims too, so as you can see on this one, this one looks like a Case International, or if it had silver rims on it, it could be a Massey Ferguson. You know, I mean, if you want a tractor that'll blend in with whatever, you know, because I'm kind of like that. You know, I like my tractors and my equipment to match as close as possible. Either that, or I'll use a specific brand. Like, I'm building a Fendt map with the Vernland equipment I have quite a bit of.
It's just that you and I both don't do that right away. In a survival challenge, we'll stay
not
with
in a
the
survival
challenge
challenge.
And then upgrade.
Yep, not in a survival challenge. But also, you know, I want people who aren't just into survival challenges to come visit us here too. You know,
Yeah.
Maybe you're just an El Cheapo guy who was looking for the small mods with smaller slot counts. I mean, I look at these tractors in all aspects, not just the survival aspect, but also just the playability. Because I've taken these Fence, I've taken these Deutzes, and I've played with them in open maps that I'm just screwing around with. Stuff that I'm not live streaming.
Yeah.
They're great, no matter what.
I think we should just do one last one. So we should do probably the red mod. You know what I mean? That attaches behind the tractor. To cut stuff up.
We had this earlier, and now I can't remember.
All right.
Was it the BioBelt? Yeah, the BioBelt log or stump cutter.
Yep. The last mod we're going to show you. We were going to show you right when we're going to be ending the stream because we're making it kind of long here.
Yeah.
So,
well, our first one, if
mod.
we have to, we can make our first one a little bit longer. You've got 6 people in viewing. I've got 2 right now. I mean, if we're doing all right, let's keep it. I mean, let's try to push no further than hour and a half or so, maybe hour 45 tops.
All right, here is a stump remover that Casey and I tried to shoot to get. It's a BioBelt UM300 from the Mahadub. Your first purchase of it is only a -6 slots.
And it's -1 for everyone after.
That's the catcher about this item here is it's let's just say it's $2,500 less than the in-game stump remover. This one also only requires 80 horsepower to run.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I would suggest that you at least get, I would say, 95 horsepower to run it.
Yup.
Maybe 90.
I have one.
Go ahead.
And I was using it with that little Deutz tractor. It doesn't pull. Like, the second you turn it on, it stops. So, yeah, you want more horsepower, even though it says it only needs, 80 horse? Yeah, you want like 95 to 100 horse for it, if you want to be able to move the tractor while cutting.
Now you can add the work light to it for another $240. That's the only customization it's got. Now the big difference between this one and the in-game one is that the in-game one is only a 70 horsepower remover, but it costs more money. $5,000.
That's the thing I like most about it, is how dirt flippin' cheap this thing is.
So go ahead and buy that and bring her up here.
I bought 3 of them, and I'm bringing 2 of them to show off one of my second favorite aspect about it. Of course, as you just heard me say, I love that it is cheap. $2,500. You can't beat that. There isn't another stump cutter in the game, in the mod hub, that is as cheap. Plus, when it works great, as long as you've got enough horsepower. But I'm pulling up into Rusty's view here, and so I'm going to say this to his viewers. My second most favorite thing about this is, where are you, Rusty? There you are. You're way over there.
I'm over by the cows. Trying to remember where the straw point is. I think it's through this door, actually.
I thought it was the same place to feed them.
I wasn't getting the trigger.
Weird. Well, I don't know if it's so much weird, but...
Right? It's probably just touchy. Like the water point was touchy.
Right. as everybody can see, yes, we've left the beacons on these tractors because we want everybody to get excited.
Welcome to Survival Sundays, Firework. I suggest that if you are interested in this, you check out the beginning and watch the whole show. Yeah, not yet. The trigger.
You've got a little bit more experience with that mod than I do, so...
Yeah, it's just been a while. Hey, we already got some slurring. Not very much, but...
It's awesome. Make sure that, you know, because we're going to be... These barns aren't going to be sitting here all the time, folks.
No.
You know, we're going to be going on to another set of barns to show off at some point. And, so when we do get rid of these barns, we need to make sure we remember to get our milk and our slurry out of them. As soon as Rusty comes back up here to the...
Yeah, I'm coming back.
I will,
We'll figure that out here in a minute.
You can see the...
I've used that barn before. Ooh, hey, it's purple.
That is what I was talking about.
Besides blue.
My second favorite thing about this mod is you can paint it whatever color comes up in, you know, the average mod hub colors. You can paint it purple, Deutsch green, Fendt green, John Deere green, Case International red, Massey Ferguson red. You can paint this to match your whatever vehicles you're using. And now,
I'll tell you what,
here's
we should do.
Why don't you go stand in front of it quick, Rusty? I want to show the people because I got this with the work lights on it. You know, you turn your lights on, you turn your big lights on, then you click a third time. And then you click a third time, and then that turns on the work lights on the bottom here.
Wow. Yeah. I think you should purchase a chainsaw. I'll drive over there to one of these trees on this property and we'll show them how this thing works.
I can do that. Oh, you don't have my favorite saw on.
No, I don't. Sorry. I didn't even think about it.
No, it's okay because it'll be a mod. Hi, Firework. Thanks for stopping into my side of the stream here.
We have one more mod that we'd like to show you, but we gotta do a little work. So we're just gonna continue. If y'all gotta leave, you gotta leave. But we're gonna continue. So because our next mod that we want to show you requires a little more work to really show it off.
Yeah. All right. Can nudge that.
This is the neat thing. Here, right here. Turn this baby on. Lower it to the ground and just drive.
Grinds them right
Voila.
Now, mind you, that
gone.
tractor. Mind you, like I was saying before, that tractor is 140 horsepower Rusty's using there. So it pushes and pulls that mower easily. Now when I used that Deutsch, and it was just standard, it's an 88 horsepower. Once I turn that bio belts on, that tractor doesn't move. All its power is being used to run that bio belts. So if you want to use this mod, you want to make sure you got about, I'd say 100 horsepower, if not more.
Yeah. And the other neat thing, well, some of you all know this already, but this file belts one, why it's so nice is you don't have to go back over the stump usually. With the in-game stump remover, you always got to chip off one or two other pieces of it, of the stump. Yeah, the mulcher also cuts grass without leaving any grass on the ground. As you can see, Farmer Cop chatted. So it does cut grass, but it doesn't leave any grass.
Right. But that means you can use this to remove shrubs and stuff too as well. Is that thing?
All right, firework. We're going to continue.
Let's see. Hold on a second. I want to see if it will remove a shrub.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see. Okay, I'm coming back.
I can tell that this tractor is struggling though.
Well, you're in a little valley with that on the front of you, so you're kind of high centered a little bit.
Oh yeah, I wasn't I? Alright, there's a shrub right behind us.
Welcome to Survival Sunday stream. How are you doing tonight? We're just doing a little mod review mix-up, is what I'm kind of calling it.
Nope, it doesn't remove the shrubs. You still have to do those out in landscaping. I was hoping, because shrubs drive me nuts. If there was an in-game way to get rid of the shrubs, I would do it over landscaping. And I know that's screwed up to say because it's so much easier to just grab your landscape tool and grass the shrubs away, but nah. I'd rather grind them up with a cutter like this. I'll let you drive it back to the farm. Oh, you're running back to the farm?
Yeah, go ahead. Drive back.
I'll drive it back.
We'll run. Get some exercise. Well, teleport actually. I want to figure out this straw if you want to get the pieces of equipment we need to show show our last item.
The glitch monster got me. Sent me clear into the fields.
We'll have to do a...
Should I use one of these
Farmer Cotton says the...
No, we'll use...
Yeah, sure.
We'll use one of the... one of our permanent residents. No, no, we're showing off those... I meant to do this.
There it is.
I meant to do this.
Straw icon, you gotta get a little further over, as you can see. But it's in the same location as the feed icon.
Hello again there, Firework. Thank you for stopping in on this side.
The same spot.
Alright, all we should really need right now is that cedar, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well I'm taking,
Oh, I don't want wheat. Alright, that's alright. We'll go get rid of it. Something extra to do.
What are you trying to do?
I didn't cycle over to straw, but we'll go get rid of this wheat. Quick show off the tractor a little bit.
Gonna buy I always try to make sure everybody enjoys this, but I'm also doing tech support for Rusty, so but I always try to make sure everybody enjoys it, enjoys it there, Firework. But my side might be a little boring because I am doing a lot of the quick buy and stuff so that Rusty can host. I almost lost track of what I was doing here.
We appreciate everyone that has stopped by Survival Sundays. We hope to maybe do this weekly, but it might be bi-weekly. So every other week from this Sunday.
Firework posed a question on my live chat here. It's not what you think. It's pronounced Dumas. And it's a joke. It's to make people laugh. You know, people look at it and they think, ha, dumb. And I'm not going to finish that comment because, like I said, we try to keep these streams clean. But it's Dumas, and it derived from a commercial I saw when I was in my teenage years. And this guy walked into a job interview, and the CEO of the company he was interviewing with was Mr., and it was spelled D-U-M-A-S-S. So the whole time, this guy's like, absolutely, Mr. Dumb. I can do that, Mr. Dumb. And he's calling him dumb. We'll just say it. It's not the worst word. He's calling him dumbass the whole time. But really, the guy, and then at the end of it, the CEO, who hadn't said a whole thing during the process, was like, by the way, it's Dumas. So that's where that came from.
My tag name for PlayStation, for those that don't know, came from, I'm a huge Rusty Wallace fan in NASCAR. And the money part came in because it fits, because I work law enforcement and my pocket change is rusty. So there you go, Rusty Money.
I've actually been thinking about changing my name, just because I think it might be a bright idea for branding, you know. I think I'm going to take up what NDG calls me, D Farmer. I think we're going to be changing the channel name to that, but I'll let you all know about that soon enough. I think it might be a bright idea.
Yeah. And when I made my YouTube channel several years ago, I tried to make Rusty Money without the 96, but there was some musical group that already was called Rusty Money, so I had to add the 96 to it. And at that time I wasn't in big to streaming, so that's why there's Rusty Money for PlayStation Network and Rusty Money 96 for YouTube, and they're not the same.
I'm really not this bad of a driver, but I'm getting glitched hard here, so I think maybe it's because I don't have any weight on this tractor. But we do have a couple of these that we're showing off that do have weight on them, so.
Right. Okay.
I think what we'll do is we'll just grab one of the Valtras here. The Valtras are permanent residents here on Survival Sundays.
Now, the other thing I should point out, I haven't used this small pin with seasons yet. I was considering this on my current survival farm on Mercury Farms, but I chose a sheepfold instead after I had the issues with the barn package mod. But I would assume that probably on the outside of this fence, somewhere on the edge of these corners, is where you would put the water pump, because you have to have that water pump for seasons, and that you find that in ammo pins in the store. Because we don't have seasons on, it's not. I don't think it's in the store without seasons on, is it? I don't think it is. Nope.
Need to get this Galdar motor out of the way because it is causing me issues.
So I just make that point to you that it's got to go somewhere close to that water trough, wherever you can get a non-collision point.
we've got so many tractors in the yard here that I'm just kind of pinned in. I'm trying to get around.
You probably could just
I got it figured out. Yeah, I was thinking we should probably start getting rid of the winners and all of them, because I think that's what's making half of our lag issues.
We'll do that, and we'll use our farm tractor.
Yeah, I've already got that.
Survival Sunday farm tractor.
So
the old in-game Valtras. Because here's the deal, I don't know if Farmer Cop's still watching, but when we set this all up, I had to get my favorite truck. And the first one we bought was right back here. And if Farmer Cop's still watching, I'm sure he can figure out why I painted it like that. So we've been following this theme throughout the rest of our equipment to help us set up for each one of these Survival Sundays. So right there's the thin blue line in memory of all of our fellow brothers and sisters and those supporting law enforcement officers.
All right.
We added a little off to it with the blue and white. I ain't showcasing that mod right now, but that's just my favorite truck, and we both like that truck.
Yeah, it's a handy truck to have around.
Truck pack.
And it will be constantly reviewing that mod, is what I kind of jokingly said. Awesome firework. I was letting Rusty talk there for a minute. Yeah, I'm just trying to he wants these fields planted. We're going to do that up quick.
Yeah, we got one mod to show. But we got to seed the field, then we're going to speed up time to harvest, because we already have it set on fast, and then we'll speed up the time to 120, and we'll show you something. So it shouldn't take long at all, because we're not playing with seasons still.
I appreciate you sticking around on this side of the stream.
So then that's why we chose the Valtra too. We'll follow the black and white theme, or black and blue, I mean.
That, and we're not going to be showing off these tractors, you know.
Yeah.
If you want to check out the Valtra, you can do that. Anybody who owns Farming Simulator 19 can do that. I'm just sicking a worker on this one here. But yeah, I mean, if you want to check these Valtras out, they're not bad tractors. And I mean, again, that's that I like ones that you can color code or color change, and you can do that with these. These are pretty cool.
Yes, a lot of departments in the U.S., some do have black and white cop cars. Actually, it's my favorite cop car. The old black and white cop car.
Mm-hmm. The place I drive taxi for right now, I drove for them some years ago, and we used to have an Impala that was an old black and white squad, and we put a taxi topper on it, you know, just a little light on top that said taxi. Anyhow, I used to park, and I'd fill out my paperwork, or screw around on my phone if I wasn't doing anything else, and I would park on one of the busiest streets, and it just was an empty lot at a gas station that wasn't in business. Oh man, people would slow down. I'd be watching people, would be slowing down, and the next thing I know, I'd get the finger. I'd be like, "What? What's your problem, buddy?" And then I realized, oh, I'm sitting in a retired black and white squad car.
If Farmer Cop drives a black and white Explorer.
Black and white Exploder.
I drive a 2017 all black with white lettering Dodge Ram pickup.
Oh, you one of the lucky cops gets to drive a truck.
Patrol the streets in a community of only 1,900 people.
The mean streets.
Yeah. Small agency, but I've been a cop for almost 20 years now. Farmer Cop's laughing at your comment about the exploder.
The exploder? I see that Farmer Cop just did that Marksville, Wisconsin map, and I'm jelly. I wish I played on PC so that we could get that map. I'm from Wisconsin, so that map just... And I've watched the modder himself run that map, show off things on it. I want to play that map so bad.
Yeah, I'm originally from Iowa, so I've always wanted to play that Iowa map that's on PC, but yeah, I'll stick to my PlayStation. I'm originally from about not 2 hours, an hour and a half from Fort Dodge, Iowa is where I'm originally from.
Oh, okay. I got family in Fort Dodge. Well, kind of extended family. It would be my god sister. My godmother's daughter lives out there. Both of them do.
Okay.
And then
Farmer Cop has got to leave us all here, so we appreciate him for stopping in and surprising everybody in the show.
Take care, Farmer Cop. Be safe.
Thank you, my friend. Be safe. Eat a Krispy Kreme for me.
You cops and your donuts.
Krispy Kremes are the best, man. Why not?
I will say for corporate chain donuts, yeah, Krispy Kremes are pretty bomb. But there isn't a Krispy Kreme.
Smash that like button, people. Sorry about that. Krispy Kreme or what?
There's no Krispy Kreme around here anymore. Yeah, like for corporate donuts, yeah, they're pretty bomb. Yeah, they're better than Dunkin'. They're better than Dunkin', which Dunkins are popping up here. And Dunkin', all it is they just pull out frozen donuts and thaw them and then warm them up. You know, they're not even cooked at the Dunkin' anymore. 4 o'clock come around, and dude don't even say I got to make the donuts.
Thank you too, Farmer Cop. If you already left, that's fine, but thank you too. How much more does it need of this? I take a lot of, but I just want to show you guys these numbers here that are sticking around, and those that left can always come back and see, but we bought all 15 cattle. So to show you how much it takes here.
I think this Lemkin is going to be a decent enough seeder for us.
What Casey's doing over there is not what we're showcasing, so
not at all.
I'm not really showing you what he's doing. But
if you really want to check it out, I mean, I'm live streaming back to back with Rusty here, but you know, I'm not doing anything fun. I just got a worker going, and we're just planting seed for one of our next mods we're gonna showcase.
Yeah, and once it's seeded, we will speed up time. No matter what happens, we'll speed up time.
Do you want me to do just this one field, or do you want me to do both of these little fields?
I'll just go one. So
just do the one.
Take forever.
Yeah, we'll be almost done here shortly then. For anybody who is interested in what I'm doing, I'm running one of our permanent resident Valtras. It's the Valtra N174. I have it set at 210 horsepower. They got a great variance, but I'm using what's called the Lemkin Sapphire 8. There's nothing really spectacular about this seeder, but it's a great mod, and it stuck with our blue theme. We're sticking with a blue theme for this, so it fit right in. But we're not going to really be showcasing this mod because it's pretty simplistic. It's a pretty basic mod. No offense to the modder. It works great. It does exactly what it's supposed to do, but there's really nothing super neato about it. Like if you were here earlier for the stream, we talked about and showed the Winter Series Fiats. There's so much you can do with those, and we wanted to show that to you. You know, but this is run-of-the-mill cedar.
All right, elated. We'll see you later. Thanks for stopping by. If
Take
you
care,
want to see
elated.
the last mod, watch the video when it goes back to YouTube later or tomorrow.
All right, we're done seeding that.
We're done seeding that. All right. Cow, we're going to be fine, but we'll go ahead here and speed up time.
You don't want to fertilize it or nothing?
Well, yeah, you sure can. Go ahead.
I mean,
that won't take long.
No, not at all.
Small field.
Right. And we're going to grab that fertilizer spreader. I think we should do a mini mod showcase, you know, just teeny tiny mods that even if they don't have much customization, like the Sapphire or like the fertilizer spreader I'm about to go pick up. There's nothing.
Yeah.
One of these days we'll show off all those little mini mods like that.
What's everybody's take on what we've done so far? Each week or each bye-week, depending on how our schedules are, will be different mods each time. We'll do buildings. We'll try to do a machine of some sort.
We'll try to do at least one tractor and a couple of implements. And I think, you know, try to do at least one building each time. But we're going to run out of buildings at some point in time.
Well, we will, but there's a lot that you and I both want to show.
Right, exactly. And the thing is by the time we show what we want to show, I'm curious to see what's going to come through the mod hub between then and there.
Yeah.
And you know what? To anybody who does the survival stuff and digs it like Rusty and I do, if there's a mod that we, you know, maybe we don't know about, you know, let one or the two of us know. You know, maybe it'll be, you know, maybe you'll show us something and we can show everyone else.
Yeah, or if you're unsure about it, you're not sure whether you want to install it, let one of us know, and it's probably a good chance we have used it and we will showcase it.
Absolutely. You know, we started this out of curiosity for what we already, you know, enjoy doing. But really it's about you guys. You know, we want to... oh, wait, that's right. We don't have to fertilize these fields, remember? Because when we came through to set the stage up, they were already pre-fertilized. Everything's already at its third stage.
Okay, so time is speeding up.
Give her.
So I had came up with this idea, but I didn't want to do it by myself. And Casey and I have really gotten a close relationship on PlayStation.
Yep.
So I had asked him to be co-host, and he absolutely loved this idea I came up with.
Oh, you bet.
So
this is
kind of how we came about it.
Yeah, he brought it up to me. I was on board from the second he said. Like, I don't even think he'd asked me for help yet. He just told me about it, and I was just like, yes, let me. I'm in. I will help. I like this idea. I should sell those up.
But yeah, each time we do it, we're going to do a building. We're going to do an animal pen. Hopefully some kind of machine, tractor or something, and some tool attachments. Every time it'll be different. And this will all look different every time. Hopefully each time we get a little bit more organized.
Yeah, this was our first one, so by all means, you know, please don't judge us on the first one here.
But we also didn't really want to get too organized because that was part of the show, was to actually show everybody. So when you go to use the mod, you already know exactly or approximately where the triggers are and such things as that. Or even what kind of horsepower a tractor might upgrade to that you didn't know about.
Hey, we've hit our first growth stage.
All right.
On my end here, I've just got it in the landscape menu, and I'm just kind of, we're watching Rusty feed the cattle.
Why don't you go ahead and put us in sleep mode?
Can do.
Walk over to the house and I'll accept it.
Can do. So, 13 hours. That'll bring us to 7 a.m. Oh no,
I have started my...
Oops.
Oh, it's alright. I have started my FS career with Farming Simulator 19. And we started playing about late summer, I think, before I went on multiplayer mode.
I've been playing since FS11 on a PC. Played what would be considered 13 on Xbox 360 and 15. Upgraded to a PS4, and that's when I got 17 and 19 so far. So
I'm gonna keep time speed up.
That's fine.
It's raining.
But yeah, I've been around Farming Simulator for a while, and it blew my mind when Rusty here told me that he'd only picked it up this past summer, because he plays like somebody who's been playing since at least 15, you know, because that's when a lot of people picked up on it, was 15. That's the general consensus when I talk, you know, when the people in the forums talk, or the groups talk, or in group chat, you know, they say 15 is. But what's cool is there was actually an 09, but like I've said before, I don't think it ever made it to the United States. I think it stuck under the Landward Shaft Simulator name.
Let's go ahead and start talking about that special mod that we're going to show here last.
The big green one?
That special. Yep. Go ahead and
I'll go buy
get ready to purchase it. Let me show it to him.
Well, it doesn't matter.
So,
I'm not at the.
What?
I'm just gonna. If you're watching on my side, you'll get a sneak peek. But
yeah. So the mod that we're gonna show you for the last mod of this episode.
Are you gonna go down there and get it with that tractor?
Oh, I hope I don't. Yeah, you can go get it.
Okay.
Is the John Deere baler in the mod hub?
The square baler.
The reason we're showing square baler.
Remember,
the reason we're showcasing this one is because of the price.
The cheapest square baler you can get for the 4,000 liter. There are some smaller balers that are cheaper, but I've been told those small liter bales, like, what are they, 200 liters? I've been told they're pretty glitchy, so I haven't really monkeyed with them.
But yeah, there is a baler in the mod hub that's $9,000, but it only makes the 200 liter bales. This is 4,000 liter bales, and it's only $12,000. So a great baler for a survival challenge, but it requires 115 horsepower. That's the only downfall. You can. The only thing you can customize is the colors on it.
And it's just the wheels. You can make it look like it has 2 different color sets of wheels on it.
And the slot count. What was the slot count? Because you bought it before
I forgot to look.
Got to the slot count. Just sell it quick.
But I just got it back to the farm.
You can go get it again.
It's 8.
It's raining.
You can look.
It's 8? Okay.
Yep, it's an 8 slots it takes up.
8 slots for the first one. Second one is only in 1 slot. So that's the mod that we're going to showcase here, and we can harvest.
Okay.
I'll
turn
move
our time
over
down.
and get the... Oh, yep.
You're going to grab the harvester?
Yep.
Okay.
We went with getting us a big harvester for this, for all of our setup action, so we can make things quicker for you when we do these reviews.
Yep, that big ideal is another one of our permanent residents, but it's literally just so that we can do things like this. You know, nobody wants to, we're not here to show you harvesting the whole field with a 4-meter header. We're here to just get things done and, you know, show the little mods that we want you to see here. You know, the Valtras are cool, the ideal is cool and all, but they're just tools. I probably sound kind of like a tool too right now.
No, you're good.
I'll wait till you you can just go ahead and set a worker to do that.
Oh yeah, I could, couldn't I? We got all kinds of money in the world.
Yeah. No, I mean, you know, it might hurt our $19 million bank account, dude.
Right.
Because while you set a worker to do that, you can come over here and watch as I get the baler going.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So that people can see, you know, check it out how it unfolds, watch the...
We'll do this in a different view mode for a minute.
Well, make sure you come up and check them, you know, up close, because I'm going to unfold it and all that. I want the people to see that.
I know, I'm going to get out.
For all that matters, you can go into landscape mode and watch from above.
Over right here by the baler.
Alright. So we're going to unfold this baler. Watch out, Rusty. That thing will come flying out and smack you. No, it doesn't. I was making fun of it because it actually is pretty slow. But then you turn it on, of course. Pick up the header. The pickup moves up and down real nice. It's got great animation. You know what? Actually, Rusty, if you want to go ahead and bale it so that you can show the people, because there's some really nice overhead animations to this baler. Like the arms, the packing arms rotate and up it moves really nicely, and I think you could probably show them a lot nicer.
Alright, so here we go. We'll do that. Might have to watch that work because of that building.
I was just thinking that, so that's why I grabbed the combine from
so this requires 115 horsepower, so in our experience we purchased a tractor that had 125 horsepower to pull it. We thought 120 would do it, but we wanted to be safe, and we went with making sure we had 125 horsepower in our survival challenge.
Yeah.
When we bought this baler. and 125 horsepower. Even still had a little bit of a tough pull on it.
Mm-hmm. Especially uphill. Sorry I made that bottom of that row a little messy,
but you can see this big tractor though from in-store is pulling it with no problem.
That thing's 210 horse too, though. Don't let its size fool you. It's a pretty burly little tractor.
Well, we're not quite done. Let's see here.
So, were we going to show off our filling stations as well?
Yeah, we can here in a second.
Because I know you've got the selling station over there, and we've got a little bit of wheat. We might as well get rid of it. Might as well get the money for it.
We'll go ahead and pick this little bit up here.
Oh yeah, we don't want it laying around. But yeah, that's that nice John Deere baler. I mean, for 12K, you can't go wrong with it.
So yeah, I think they've already kind of seen the filling station, but what we'll do here is so what we're using on this farm is a multi-selling and filling station just to help with our show. But these are made by Edge Gaming. And you
all
can
of
get
the Edge
anything
Gaming
out of
silos are great, by the way, if you play with any of them.
They're only $10,000 a piece. So they're great things for survival challenges to help you on a map in a survival challenge. And basically they buy and sell everything, pretty much.
And it's no offense to them, like I said, they're great mods. I don't use them on my survival challenges because, well, depending on the survival challenge. Like if I'm doing a Mercury survival, there's plenty of places I can buy the things that will give me. Now, I should almost think about it for my No Man's Land, though.
Yeah.
Because there's like no buying, selling. There's no buying stations there.
Yeah. The reason I brought it up is it's a good mod to use to help you set up a challenge. Because, you know, a lot of people don't know, if you haven't really paid attention, is that on YouTube is I can guarantee several of those started with starter grain in their silo. And one of the streamers I've watched is a very popular streamer, and he actually started his survival challenge in No Man's Land with 11,200 liters of a lot of the main in-game crops already in the silo.
Yeah, usually between 11,000 to 8,000.
And my survival farm challenge, I did that too. I started my silo with 11,200 liters of your main crops here: wheat, barley, oats, canola, sunflower, soybeans, and corn. Just those crops.
I lived dangerously. I lived dangerously, and when I started my No Man's Land survival challenge, I had nothing. I even sold the grain silo right out just to get rid of it all right away.
Yeah. And some people have. I'm just mentioning it because I don't know as if there's everybody knows that. You know, I thought that they were starting from scratch, you know, from complete scratch, but I saw in their streams that they already had crop in their silo. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I think and when I started my No Man's Land survival, I based it off of a PC gamer's original idea for it. And even he, I I watched it a little further and I realized, oh, he still had grain in his silo. Because when I started mine, I thought it was just straight up no money, no grain in your silo. You got a chainsaw, a little tiny Ferguson tractor, and a little tiny trailer. Good luck.
Yep. I have started some of my challenges before I started the group page on Facebook. I have started some challenges with a lot less liters than 11,000.
Even in my normal play, I've always preferred maps that start you out with little to nothing. Alien Gym is really good for that, like Washoe, Nevada, and Sussex. Sussex, you only start out with 19 liters of everything. And I mean, that's fertilizer, everything. Everything is 19 liters. And I might be wrong, but yeah, it's another 2-digit number for everything you start out with in Washoe, Nevada. I think it's like 51. Yeah, it's 51 because Alien Gym,
because of
Nevada, Area 51. Yep, exactly. That's what it was. For those of you who don't know, Alien Gym makes fabulous maps. Mercury Farms, which is one of Rusty's favorites. No Man's Land, which is one of my favorites. Sussex Farms. I'm sure I'm... Oh yeah, and Washoe, Nevada are 4 of them that he has done for Farming Simulator 19. There's a couple he did for 17 as well that haven't come over to 19 yet. But he always adds these wonderful little Easter eggs, you know, little things for you to go look for in the map. And I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't, you know, if you haven't played an Alien Gym map, you know, I want you to go and enjoy it for yourself. But yeah, it's so many neat little things. He's a very talented creator, and he comes up with some really great ideas.
Yeah, we were going to originally try and showcase different maps too, but we're not going to because then each one of us has to figure out more storage room.
Right.
And you want
to see the maps we showcase? Watch our other live streams. Watch our survival challenges. Watch our attempts at other people's challenges.
Yeah.
You know, you want to see. You know, we'd love to give you a tour of Mercury Farms, but Rusty could do it in quite a few of his live streams. You know,
actually, a good tour of Mercury Farms is my trucking video.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
In the comments here, I want to not forget, but Gary Vetter commented, I started with only 2 grass fields on my Mercury Farms survival challenge. So yeah, you just gotta.
He must have bought the
take the risk,
area.
You know. Take the risk and really do certain things. Limit yourself. You know, because there's ways to help you out if you need it. I mean, like, I'll admit, and it's not that I have to admit it, but because I updated my survival challenge post. But I ran into an issue with the barn package mod by Farmer5Tom in my survival farm challenge on Mercury Farms, which was the animal pen that I was going to use, which was a sheep stable from that barn package. Which is a great mod.
Such a neat. It's a great looking mod.
Yeah, it's a great looking mod because
and I'd also like to cover the sheds, the workshop, specifically the mouse model workshop. Super cool. He did some things in there that are pretty neato. Like there's some OSB walls that can come down and make your shed bigger, and like he did really good on that. But that sheepfold really bums us out.
Yeah, it's got some trigger problems. But anyway, so because I ran into that unnoticed issue, I guess. I had earned the money to buy the sheep stable, and all the issues I had with it during my challenge, buying and selling sheep a few different times at least, turning seasons on, shutting seasons off, coming in and out of my survival farm challenge. I had to make the decision to sub in a couple of government subsidy signs and get a animal pen that I knew would fit and work for my challenge. And then I set up the rest of my farm plot the way I wanted it and took out the subsidy signs and lowered my money back down to where I was at before I put the signs in. So, don't be afraid to, if you run into issues, you sure can do something like that. I mean, to me, that's only fair. You can't help that the mod didn't work during your challenge.
Mm-hmm. But one of the things that I've taken,
other issues.
One of the things that I've taken to doing, and I'm doing it because I'm building a survival challenge as well, is I have, right now I'm running it not as the challenge itself, but with the equipment that I foresee myself using, and that I will, because there's going to be a required equipment list. So I'm running it right now with the mods that I want to end up using on it to find out if I'm going to run into problems, so that I don't have to do that. But I mean, we can't help it. Sometimes even the best laid out plans, everything goes to heck.
So, when you have those issues and you fix them, let's just say with the government sign, then make sure you go back in and you update your post. Just, star it at the top and with some stars, from your symbols you can use on a keyboard, and just type in updated with the date and what you updated in your challenge. So
you can even if you're a live streamer, even do a live stream of your update to show, hey, look, I'm trying to be honest here. Because I mean, honestly, in the end, if you're not playing honestly, you're only screwing yourself. I mean,
and you're just going to end up disappointing yourself,
right?
In the map.
So I don't really expect anybody to be cheating on these, because I mean, what's the point? What's the point of cheating on this? We do these survivals for fun. It's not a race. It's not who's better than who. It's more about, oh, you went about that a whole different way than I would have, but I like your ideas. Because that's usually what happens with me. I see somebody, oh, I never thought about that. It's about the journey. It's not about the finish line. I mean, we all have goals, but like I'm doing Farmer Dan's Organic Animal Challenge Sussex, and it's so much fun, but there's some big goals. Like I have to be selling 1 million liters of milk, 300 feeder pigs a year, and be selling wool from 350 sheep. I mean, that's a big task. And the thing is it's organic. I'm not allowed to use a sprayer. I'm not allowed to use the fertilizer spreaders. I can use them to spread lime, but I can't use them for like pelletized fertilizer. And that's what, but if I start screwing around on that, bending the rules, like, Dan himself checked my challenge out, and he's like, I don't know, I kind of disagree with the windmill, though. So I took it out. Even though I would rather have that windmill making $100 an hour, he feels it's kind of hokey for it. So when you cheat, you're only really screwing yourself. But what I was getting at is it isn't even the goal; it's the journey there. We want to see what you're doing to get there.
Yeah. The equipment you use, and that's what always interests me. Is
and technique.
The different things people use and how they set their stuff up.
Mm-hmm.
We all got different ways of doing it.
Right.
Yeah. You know.
Hey, likewise. You know, if you hadn't shown me that bag and lifter tool, man, that thing is so slick. So slick.
Oh, yeah.
We will do a small segment on that one one of these days. It's from the CSZ pack, and honestly, there's so many attachments in there. I've been known to shut it off when I'm just doing things because it takes forever to scroll through them. But man, I think that bag and lifter is going to become a part of my my arsenal from here on out. Logs, bales, don't matter.
Yeah, so there you can see in the food with that shed with the cattle at capacity. Oh, you didn't get 15 of them, did you? 36.
No, because I could only haul 12 in that trailer.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that isn't at capacity, but you can see we're only 3 cows short from filling that shed, and that's how much you need with
that's okay.
12 cows in it.
Having a couple spaces will give us a chance to reproduce.
Yep.
We'll see how fast the reproduction rate on it is.
So that's a lot of feed, but then again, you're starting small too, you know. Even though that thing will hold 15 maximum, and you want to start small, only get 5. Right. Only get 2. Heck.
I got a mod that I think I'm going to show you, Rusty, that is really cool for animals, and I think we'll showcase it at a later date. But I'm not going to say any more about it. It might be in our next segment, who knows.
Yeah. But I watched a video, I think it was Mr. Sealy P, actually. He's doing a challenging himself, and he just wanted to get to where he could get 2 head of pigs, just to get a start. Actually, I think it was on TV, I think. You know, you don't have to get 25 of them.
No.
You know.
Well, that's Farmer Dan even put it out as a part of the challenge. To get your baby steps moving, you have to have 10 head of each animal by the time you start your next year. So within your first season, you have to have 10 head of animal. It's not. It's hard, but you got to climb to get there. But it's doable. I mean, set yourself a goal of having a stable and 1 horse.
Yeah.
That's a challenge all on its own.
Exactly. Yep.
You know, I even consider, I do, every time I get on, I challenge myself to something. Like, a lot of times with stuff I haven't streamed is, no, just don't use that government sign. Sell everything off if you need to and start from scratch, but don't use the government sign. Yeah.
Well, we've pretty much showcased what we wanted to showcase for this first episode. We sure weren't planning on it being
2 hours and 15 minutes.
But we appreciate the 3 of you that have stopped by and probably stayed here the entire 2.25 hours. We promise that we will try and make
our next one
the next episode shorter, but
next time I'll have that wheat planted already or whatever.
Skinny didn't know this until 5 minutes before I got this going tonight. At the last minute it hit me. I was going to invite Farmer Cop to this to surprise everybody. And, just 2 hours before this started, I sent him a message on Facebook, and he didn't look at it when we first got on here. So I didn't think he'd even show up. But I thought it would be a great way to start this show, is to have that special guest showcase come in and surprise everybody, which he did do.
Yeah, I think that was great.
That kind of added to our first episode here, so that wasn't planned.
But yeah, it was pretty great.
But you guys got any before we leave? Any questions, comments? We sure would like to see your comments here before we leave.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in to Survival Sundays here. We're finally going to end this first episode, but it went a lot longer, but we had a great stream, and Farmer Cop came and said hello to everyone. So anybody want to leave us a comment? Positive vibes, negative vibes? I mean, what should we do different? Any of the three of you that are watching right now yet?
I honestly think there's only two, buddy.
Might be.
No, because my personal account has been watching your stream the whole time.
Yeah.
So.
That's alright. I'm gonna see what this does here. Hold on. And we'll say good night. Alright, well, Gary Vedder, thank you for staying the entire time. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll be doing more of it.
And by the way, one last thing here. I think we were absolutely right on the manure, because it looks like it's starting to pile in on the...
Yep.
Yep. So, there's your manure points too.
There's your clean point. There, right on the feed trigger, like always. Oh, no, the manure's out here by the slurry.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So then what is this trigger? Is that the straw trigger in there?
I bet so.
Or is that just a clean trigger?
That's the straw trigger, I bet.
See, good thing we stuck around for a few more minutes.
You gotta back in at an angle to trigger the straw.
Right. Oh, so this is just a dung heap here, okay.
Yeah.
And that shouldn't melt away with the rain like normal fertilizer should.
Since that's where it's being put, I wouldn't think so.
Okay, good to know.
So, well, thank you everyone for stopping by. Wisconsin Skinny and Rusty Money say happy farming, happy challenges, and
happy life.
Wish you well.
Be happy.
Happy life. Be happy. Well, see you all on the next Survival Sunday. Good night.
Night, guys.